It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill. And Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Pass to Kuboka. Beyond the arc. And the visitors call time here. The visitors with the ball. To the wing on the left. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Off target at the rim. Pass to Smith.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Stolen. Here's Kuboka. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Fires for three. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Smith inside. To the middle. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Ooh, stolen by Smith. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Cuts off the pass. In transition. Over to the left wing. Pass to Alexander. Shot blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And they're running. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up. It's blocked. Oh, got a piece of it. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. That gives them the lead.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Andrews. Pass to Kuboka. Takes the three. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Inside. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for him.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
The home team calls timeout. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To stop the run. On the take. There's the block. They get it back. And they're pushing it up. Moving it up. Here's Alexander. Down low. Second chance effort. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. The layup misses.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
He launches a 3. That one no good. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Now here's Smith. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Here's Andrews. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Pass to Kuboka. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
They set the pick to the inside. Here we go. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That free throw no good. Both teams will make substitutions. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Second shot opportunity. Pass to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Oh, from deep. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 1. To the left side wing. Good work defensively by Brooks. The three. The shot no good. There's a minute 47 left in the first. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw is good. 1:43 left in the first quarter here. Out to the right wing. Out left to the wing. Jacks up a 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
"18 feet out. Not going to go that time."
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, it's stolen. And they're on the break. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
29 seconds left in the first. 5 to shoot. To the paint. No good with a layup. Off with the layup.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Kuboka with the rebound. Here's Andrews. Pass to Kuboka. Here's the break. Here's Alexander. Here's Taylor. The offensive rebound. This one for 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. To the left wing. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Out to the wing. Knocked loose. Fires at the elbow. Alexander pulls it in. Down low. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. Pass to Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Smith. Off the inbound, no good.
Hard to earn more touches when you miss shots like that.
11 feet out. It doesn't go for him.
Boy, bodying up there, making sure to get position. That's really nice rebounding technique.
That shot off the mark. Into the lane. And he drew the blocking foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
From outside, off the mark. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And he can't get the first one. That one's no good. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Shoots from the baseline. Misses again, now 0 for 3. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Give him 8 points now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Out left to the wing. The 3 is up. To the middle. Pass to Kuboka. Another shot. And another shot. Over to the left wing. Missed it, even after all of those chances. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Smith with the rebound. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The home team calls timeout. From behind the arc. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
In transition, here they come. Offensive rebound. Right wing. Second chance shot. That shot off.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
It's stolen. And here they come. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Hits both from the stripe. When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And that one's good for Brooks.
I just love the ball movement.
To the inside. Good work defensively by Brooks. A 7-point spread.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half of basketball. Fades. The shot comes out. Pass to Alexander. Fast break. Here we go. There's the triple. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
And the visitors call time here. There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. A shot to stop the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And he knocks down the first one. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Here's the break. Pass to Brooks. Here's Taylor. Here's Andrews. From downtown. They get it back. It's intercepted. Inside. Here's Alexander. And he dunks it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here's Taylor. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
there is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Going inside. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. The first one falls. Good on both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
To the wing on the left. 4-3. Hits a three-pointer.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Shot clock at 6. To the wing, right side. And the basket by Andrews. Andrews has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Misses the baby hook.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
No good from the wing.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Pass to Alexander. And here comes the break. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. And it's Andrews missing. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Alexander. Lets it fly. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And here's the fast break. The home team calls timeout.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
From deep. Alexander pulls it in. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
It's such a big help to your defense when your smaller players can snatch down rebounds in traffic. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Here's the pick. To win the cold spell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Here's Andrews. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Wing shot on the way. Alexander pulls it in.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time. Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 7.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Andrews. Pass to Kuboka. 3-pointer. Unable to get that one.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Back to Smith. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. Right now, a close game in New Orleans. There's a screen to the middle. Both teams deciding to change it up. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
The layup off target.
Ooh, he got a little ahead of himself there, and it cost him dearly.
Pass to Kuboka. To the right side. Uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Misses the layup.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
The 3-ball. And the basket by Andrews.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And the visitors call time here. To win the run. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Count that bucket. To the left wing. Here he goes. Misses in close. 1:58 left in the third. Offensive board. There's the 3. Counted from distance.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Launches a 3. Brooks with the rebound. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
There's the drive. The shot off that time.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Off target at the rim. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. 5 points in the game.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Can they get it? And no good. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Taylor. Got a hand on it. And they're on the run. The three, Smith. Here's Taylor. "20 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Hey, puts up a three. That shot is off. And the free throw, no good. "7 seconds left in the third quarter. Driving in. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 16. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Andrews. Let's go with a three. That one doesn't drop. In transition, here they come. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's the fast break. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Ball stolen. And here's the fast break. Fires the three. Tries again. Good work defensively by Brooks.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Taylor lays it in without an inch of room around him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
The shot no good. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage. That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammates.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And that one misses. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the second one. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Okay, it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look good.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him, what he's going through right now. You just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
They set the screen. Just 2 to shoot. Misses the jumper from the wing. To the paint. Here's Kuboka. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
The home team on D. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Over to the wing. Here's Taylor. Alexander pulls it in.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
All right, time for an injury report.
He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bones. Obviously a terrible way to start the season. The good news, though, plenty of time left to figure things out for them.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Kuboka. Takes a 3. That shot, no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID. But it has turned into something much, much greater.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. 1 more and he's done.
That's a tough walk back to the showers. I'm pretty sure he'd like to have a couple of those plays back.
Takes it inside. Kuboka with a rebound. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And that's another turnover for them. They just can't seem to keep a hold of the ball.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Here's Andrews. He takes it in. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
And he makes the first. He does not get the second one. Plenty of space. They get the rebound. First free throw is good. He makes 1 or 2 that time. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players' union.
Yeah, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information, resting heart rate variability, what was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA with all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel. When you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
And the first one at the line is good. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Smith right side. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Taylor. Drills it from deep. Taylor's got 9 points here in the second half.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
For 3. No good there. Now here's Smith. He tries for 3. Brooks with the rebound. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Brooks. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
And great job to establish position and square up.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Andrews, covered by Smith. Here's Andrews. And the layup is good off the glass. Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
B.A., I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
And that one misses. That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Taylor. Here's Andrews. Pass to Taylor. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer off the mark. Goes back up. No good at the rim. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up.